So this video is going to be on a really serious topic. Yesterday, there was a lot of commotion about women hosting a tournament for women only. And that stems the issue of gender inequality or equality. So a lot of guys, when they saw the event go up, felt, I wouldn't say threatened, but they felt like it was unjustified to have a women's only tournament. Many people making the claim that we don't have guys only tournaments or things of that sort. Or you see trolls, where's my black only tournament? If I identify as a girl, can I go? Obviously guys who don't are saying that because, it's just a whole complex idea and complex argument of just people being salty and not really liking the idea of a women's tournament. And honestly, from a neutral stand of view, I can see both sides where girls are this minority group in gaming and in Smash, and going to Smash tournaments, not only have I heard people belittle women specifically for being women, or attack girls for their skill, things of that sort. And I feel like if I was a girl, that would actually really suck. And I don't know if I'd stay in a community where that happens. Despite making many friends in a community, if that's constantly the environment you're in or something that happens a lot, how long is it really going to take for you to leave, honestly? Or how long is it going to take for you to stop putting up with it? Because nobody should have to deal with that, realistically. And I will say that girls they're not the only ones that get, targeted like that. Guys do too, by other guys. Sometimes it could be the other flip of the coin where a girl hates a guy and the girl tries to just body the guy. And a lot of the time, people won't really question both sides of the story, but if they see a girl in distress, they'll automatically go and just attack the guy without knowing his side of anything. But this is not in Smash only. Even though that rarely will happen in Smash from what I've seen or what I know, this is life. Really. This happens outside of gaming. This is just everyday society where people are just not being proper towards each other. And this brings me out of the whole gender, females go through this, males go through this. This brings me to the point where people just don't know how to treat people anymore. And that really sucks. Because it's not hard, in my opinion. I generally don't hate a lot of people. I can only think of 3 people I really dislike. But at the end of the day, why even bother going out of your way to try to make someone feel like garbage, to, I don't know, lift up your own insecurities? It's not worth it, and it's not the mark of a good person. But of course, people always go with the, oh yeah, but I'm just trolling. Or, oh yeah, he's trolling, you're getting butthurt by trolls. It's like, are you kidding me? If anybody sees hurtful comments about themselves, for any situation, they're going to get offended. You have emotions. I don't understand why it's a bad thing to be upset if someone's making fun of you. But if it's deemed trolling, it's okay. It's not okay. It happened plenty of times to top players in many games. It's happened to me too. I could go into a Twitch chat and I could just be posting, saying something nice to my friends that are in the chat or what's up to people. You'll have those couple of assholes that will post some stupid shit just because they see you talking in chat. And you can either sit there and, oh yeah, he's probably trolling, so shouldn't bother me. Or you can just block them. I just ignore. Hey, ignore user, be done with it, never see him again. But point is that, there was a time early in my career where it bothered me a lot and I didn't like seeing it. I just try to erase the negativity out of my life. Sometimes hide Twitch chat, oh my gosh. It's bad. And I've noticed that it's bad for anybody. I was just watching a tournament, saw ESAM getting bodied in chat for losing to Anti's Mario. I'm like, okay, you guys, obviously there's something wrong here. But what I'm trying to get at is that people just need to treat people better at the end of the day. If these girls want to have this all-women's tournament, whether you agree with it or not, they're gonna do it, and you should just let them do it. Doesn't really matter. I can see the frustration. If some people are actually really frustrated because there aren't tournaments where girls are banned, then okay, I see your point, but at the end of the day, man, I personally don't find it to be too much of a big deal. I feel like at the beginning, I was like, okay, what is this? I was kind of like on the fence about it, seeing people actually present arguments that weren't just trolling, like they were actually really curious as to why it has to be this way. But at the end of the day now, I feel like this is something the girls kind of deserve, and if they're putting their all into it, then, you know, go for it. You have my support. But I will say is that I don't always feel like the girls are the only people targeted in the community, and that shouldn't be just the one focus, you know, making the community better so girls feel more welcomed. I feel like that's very important, but I want to look at the larger scale of things where everybody feels welcome, because everybody is subject to bullying or has gone through it, regardless if you're a spectator, girl, boy, top player, doesn't matter. It's happened. Oh, TOs too. TOs get put on a stake if they have one bad tournament. It sucks, generally. And so, regardless of your gender, your race, what you like, what's your religion, just know that people deserve to be treated correctly, especially if they haven't actually done anything bad. And I don't even feel like it's something that's been lost in Smash. I feel like it's been something that's just lost in people, at least in this generation of people. And I hope things do get better, and you can definitely have an impact just by demonstrating that behavior, demonstrating the correct behavior. And that might make someone change. You never know. And so for the Smash Sisters movement and what you guys are doing, good luck. I hope it goes well. If you have a stream, I'll probably tune into it. But for the guys, or the guys that will actively try to destroy that event and troll it, it's up to you guys to be strong, stand behind your, you know, what you want to do. And I feel like the best way to beat a troll is to not say anything at all, because trolls feed off attention. So why give it to them? Why respond?
Recently, I've heard about the whole, debate upon, girl gamers and how they wanted to actually have a tournament, with just only female gamers. And a lot of the community, were, not happy about hearing that and why male players were excluded from the event. Me personally, I think that's a great idea, that girls want to partake in a tournament. When we go to regionals, nationals, or any other major Smash tournament, we see hardly maybe 10 girls tops, and usually they're with already their boyfriend, which they've been dragged to the event. We don't have top female players. We don't have a lot to look forward to. Like saying, oh, this female gamer's good. When we look at girls that are on Twitch, they're just playing casually. So hearing that girls have an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the community, I thought that was really good. The other point is, we have a community, or actually a tradition, where males are separated from females. You have basketball, tennis, soccer. Within any sport, girls were always put separately than men, either because males were physically, stronger, or it could be just simply that males have a lot more aggression. And, a lot of the girls probably feel like, hey, let's actually have a tournament where we're not going to be hounded by a bunch of guys. They can talk about whatever girls talk about. It could be the same thing, Smash oriented. But it may also encourage the female players to attend more tournaments instead of discouraging them for having an only female tournament. Let's encourage it and see where it goes. They're not trying to specifically be gender biased to say, oh my gosh, we hate males. They just want a tournament where they don't have to feel pressured with the all the trash talking that a lot of the males do, the aggression. They don't have, I'm pretty sure they're not used to that atmosphere. So I think it would be a really, really, really good first start to actually seeing more female competitors, you know, as a whole in our community, rather than, you know, just one or two that really don't even place anywhere, you know, in tournaments that we can look at. So I feel like I'm probably supporting of this female tournament. I don't think it's a bad idea, and hopefully this will encourage females to really, you know, take the game, you know, to the next level, if, you know, they haven't already. And actually this is the first step, so let's not discourage them. Let's help them make a name for themselves in the community, just as most of the males have to.